What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about improving your 100-meter sprint time. And so to jump right into it, the first thing that is of utmost importance is speed training. You probably want to be sprinting at maximum effort, at least probably 3 times a week. Doing more than 3 times is probably too much, and doing less is probably too little. Doing two is probably unless you're doing other methods of training too. Two is probably too little. Three is probably the sweet spot. Strength training is important, but it shouldn't be everything. If your main goal is to get faster and increase your sprint times, you do want to be in the gym still, but it's not the number one thing is speed training if you're gonna be wanting to get faster. And another thing that's important is not training at a high intensity multiple days in a row. It could lead to overtraining, and it could lead to negative impacts on speed and on strength and other things too, because it's just too much for the body to handle. The second thing I want to talk about is strength training. I know I just said that it's not everything, but it still is very important. Getting in the gym and doing the reps, gaining strength without becoming like massive like a bodybuilder is going to be the goal. If speed and getting faster is the ultimate goal. Upper body is still like important. I hear a lot of people say like, "Oh, don't train upper body. You're using your legs when you run," but I still think upper body is important because you want to be just overall balanced and robust. You want to have equally as strong as an upper body as your lower body. So probably don't train upper body like more than 2 times a week. We're not bodybuilders. Um, we're going to be wanting to train mainly the muscles on our legs that we use when we sprint. Um, but upper body, it's still important to train. And especially your core too. Your core is one of the main muscles that are just being used when we sprint. Um, and again, just avoid overworking when in the gym. Overworking could lead to worse effects than doing no training at all. So it's important that overworking is avoided. And the third thing I want to talk about is progressive overloading. This was actually my big mistake. This was something that I had to learn the hard way. It's very important that the more advanced of an athlete you become, the more stress you have to induce on the body to get positive adaptations and to get faster and to get stronger. I once thought that as you become more advanced, you start doing less, but you start doing more specific work, and that ended up being totally wrong. My best advice is if something's working, keep doing it, and as you get better at it, keep progressively overloading, keep adding on to that. Don't stop doing what has worked in the past. Everybody's body is different, so if something works for you, keep going at that and keep progressively overloading, and the results will appear.